try and finish this off tonight. I found a couple tricks for the shots. And I'll just turn down the music for a quick second here. The other thing I want to let people know that are just watching this video is that if you don't want to watch these full-length videos, that's fine. When I'm fully done this build that I'm doing for Asteroids, I'll make a small, quick video like I'm used to doing, but this is sort of the process I'd go through for all of my videos in the past, so enjoy. And if not, just wait till I'm done this and I'll have a nice short video for everybody to watch then. Thanks very much. Alright. Hey, Little Big Planet 1 and 2 and 3. How you doing? Just turning down my music a bit. Okay, I'm gonna start with the shot, the stream. I've made a mistake. I can just move these to any layer I want, which is great. Yeah, you literally caught the very start of the stream. It's pretty funny, actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is where I want this. Cool. Yeah, if you have any questions in chat, you're more than welcome to ask them. Yeah, I did see the comment that you left, thank you. I have yet to install my Minecraft, so you're going to have to be patient with me. It's going to be at least, you know, I gotta finish this, and then I can, you know, work on Minecraft next. I wanted to see how interested people were in watching this, and only a couple people are interested, so I appreciate you coming around. Okay, so the shot works differently. I modified some things off stream. Sure. I didn't know if it'd be too loud or not. That should be better. Okay. So what I did is I basically had to add a follower to each item, and the reason why is that this shot needs to take a hierarchy. So when I shoot it in a direction, I need to make sure that that has control of the actual movement block, and the movement block is just following it until it gets to a wall, and then it does the teleportation, and then it switches back to the actual path right here. So all I'm doing is I'm projecting the shot forward via this way. I think the music died altogether. What happened? Yeah, it looks like it died. Really? I'll be right back. I don't understand web browsers, I guess. I'm gonna turn it down just a bit more. No, it's not loading. I have a playlist playing and it just stops playing it. Actually, what happens is that the YouTube video itself goes blank. I don't know why. And then the playlist stops and it's like a static picture of the video with a play button on it. Don't know why. Okay, So anyways, I got a mover on this. I sort of quickly explained that. So now all I'm doing is I want to copy this shot into here and maybe speed it up a bit more. Oops, come on you. Okay. So I just want to make this a little bit faster and test that speed. The other issue I had is that when the shot is being fired, there was a little delay at the bottom where you'd see it spawn in, but it looks a lot better now, so I don't think that's an issue. So that's good. I'll turn down the music a bit more if you want me to. Okay, so the other thing I want to test is to make sure that this actually goes on the right plane. So I'm just gonna like drop these way back here, and they should pop right up to here. Yes, perfect. And the other thing I want to check is to make sure that this shot is in the right position, and it's not. See how it's on the... No, I'm playing on another laptop now, the music, so I thought my computer was the issue. And I played for like 8 hours, no problem today, and now it's not playing, so I don't know. I've done something wrong. Anyways, okay. Just gonna rewind all this. So this is ending up on the wrong layer. That's the only problem I see. Like, I'll know if it's working after the end of this, so... If not, I'll just restart my browser and just leave it alone. This is another issue I'm having is... I wish I could select this. There we go. Yeah, no problem, man. I'm gonna be around for an hour. I appreciate you letting me know. And the music has died, just like I thought it would. Yeah, strange. All right. There is no law. Fingers crossed I got it there. I restarted everything. Okay. So these should be corrected. You have to disable your in and out movement on the actual follower for it to read it correctly. And the shot is still not moving to the correct location. It's very, very frustrating trying to select this chip. I don't know why it's so annoying. I want it to be on layer 4. That should be correct. There we go. So, boom. Should have hit that asteroid, but those asteroids are also not spawning the correct thing. Hey Raceball, how you doing? I decided to make the shot go through the wall after all. So, let me just show you. What I had to do was put a follower on both the shot and the back shot as well, or the follower that goes on the back of it. I don't really think we've named this piece that goes on the back. We'll name it later. It's controller block, we'll call it for that for now. But so the shot itself has its own follower on it and a key, vice versa. So when the shot hits the wall, you maintain that velocity via this right here. So it's just set to, you know, go in local space, and you have to have your up and down movement because that's the orientation of the ship on which I'm emitting it from. So whatever way I'm facing it, it shoots, goes in this direction, and then when it hits a teleport wall, this does the same thing as a normal teleportation does, except this will then follow that control block, and then when it hits the wall again, it re-engages this, and then the control block follows it along its path. It's a bit convoluted, but that's sort of how I figured out how to get it to work last night. And the only thing I'm doing right now is just getting everything lined up in the right layer for the shot, and I think I just sort of finished that when you got here. So I'm going to test it right now. Just shove it all the way to the back. Yeah, and it's also affecting the emitted shot, so that's great. I can just go ahead and delete that then. So actually, if you have an idea about this rice ball, which is, so when I start a game, I have to delete all the asteroids, all the shots, so they don't interfere with the other ones. I don't know if there's a way I could disable, is that how this material works? Isn't there a material that disables things? I just don't know if that would work. Oh no, it's the camera excluder. So I don't know how to null something in a scene, like just disable all the logic, everything connected to it, and then when I want to enable it, I can just delete something. I don't know. Hey, the music is working, thank goodness, okay. Alright, so now I want to do the same thing to these two asteroids. Let me know again if the music is too loud, I'll turn it down. Hey Minecraft modder, welcome to the stream. So I just want to make sure, okay, good. I want to disable all in-out movement on my movers and then have these be the hierarchy for movement. I think it's 5. Yeah. So these guys be on the 5th layer, and then the actual sprites will be on the 4th layer. Yeah, that sounds like a decent idea. I could do that. But it's just to do it for every single thing. It's just, it gets really tedious, I would find. So I'm just gonna... There we go. See, I want to make sure this is disabled here. That just was not working for some reason. It was following the back end of my objects, not the front. Okay. I'm just gonna cheat. Just copy this over. You can create a dynamic thermometer for testing purposes and move the objects you don't want activated off screen. Oh, where is that device? Because I have never heard of that before, and I would use that a lot. Okay. So I'm just going to test these to make sure they're working. Oh, that's not good. Let's see what the issue is here. Oh, wrong layer. That's all. Inside of global page. Okay. Global stuff. Boop, boop, boop. Oh man. I feel so green right now. Wow. Manual jump, enable sock puppet. Gotcha. Okay. I should probably play with this off stream so you're not seeing me struggle with it right now, but thank you for showing me this. This is really handy. This is going to help with so many levels I've had problems with where there's so much lag in the level. That's awesome. Okay, what was I going to change here? Okay, these are on the wrong layer for some reason. I don't know why. Layer 4. Okay. Cool. Alright. I may have made a horrible mistake and I deleted the mover that randomizes its movement during my stream. I hope I didn't do that. No, I didn't. Okay, it's right here. So then these should be choosing a random direction at spawn here. What's going on? Oh, here we go. One thing to know about the dynamic thermometer, though, is that objects connected to each other will load in even if half of it's off-screen. So even if just a little bit of it's loaded in, like, so if I have... Okay, that's actually good, because if I have a huge amount of logic off-screen that's processing something on-screen, I'm obviously going to need that. You're talking about the custom gun thing? I think I'm pretty familiar with that there, Little Big Planet 1 and 2. Okay, what was I doing here? Crap. Nah, I forgot. Oh yeah, I gotta edit this and make sure it's working. Actually, just make sure this is at 0. No, it's not. Okay, so that's why they didn't fire. Alright, I just want to make sure these... Yeah, okay, now they're randomizing. Good. Okay, I don't know why I have a shot all the way up here. Oh yeah, it's because I paused when I was testing. Whoops. Okay. Oh, this music is interesting to say the least. Okay. Okay, so now what I want to do is, now that I know these are spawning in the correct layer, I'll just dick these around a bit and make them look different, slightly. And I can bring them into the same layer, it's fine. And then when I spawn them, I just spawn them really far back, and then I know they're going to end up in the right position, and then randomize their movement based upon that. Oh, and also make sure that their damage counters are up, so that's got the blue damage tag, and it will also destroy itself when it sees a red sensor with the shot on it. Now, the one thing it's not doing, I don't see, is destroying this. Oh, maybe it is, actually. Okay, that's a mistake. Sorry, I'm going to delete this other one here. I need to put a destroyer on here. Is the stream quality dropping, or seems okay? Again, let me know if the music's too loud or something in chat. I think I'll turn down the music just a bit here. Don't actually hear the in-game music at all anymore, which is strange. Okay, so now I just want to... Why is everything not moving? Okay, let's try that again. Alright, so that's good. So all asteroids are being destroyed correctly. Love it. RIP YouTube. Alright. So that is a completed asteroid. When you're trying to copy and you're not on the same layer, it's a little hard sometimes. Again, I don't want to change the orientation of the control block, I just want to change the orientation of this. There we go, get a little yin-yang thing going there. Okay, and I believe this has the spawner for these here. Good. Oh yeah, I don't care about where they spawn, I just care that they spawn not being obstructed. Okay, so these are going to be emitted forever, essentially. Alright, and then I'll just set my ship up to fire when I hit L1. I'm going to change it to L1. want to destroy... No, I don't want to destroy it. So I want it to dissipate before I can even fire another one. As far as I can tell, my shot is set up correctly, so I just need to emit it again. Well, I think it's being emitted correctly, so I'll just go ahead and delete it. I want to delete these two, just to test my emitter on the asteroid. Alright. So currently the big asteroid is not moving. Oh, we can also check... Oh, crap. Okay, so I need to troubleshoot the shot now, too. I thought I had that all sussed out. I'm gonna turn the music up a bit more. Seems a bit low. Oh, okay, so here's the mistake I made. This is supposed to have a gyroscope on it, just to keep it orientated correctly, so when I do emit the shot is going in the right direction, but its control block is orientated to teleport correctly. That was what was going on there, so that's good. It wasn't a big deal. Just set this to 100%. Cool. Great. Just unpause for a second. Great, look at that. Okay, so I can just delete these now, I can test it correctly. Oh man, that's still an issue here. Okay, so those work fine that way. Seems to be emitting from the wrong... Oh, I see. I need to emit the shot right from within inside the ship, I guess. Wish there was a way I could rewind several times instead of just once at a time. Oops. Did I just shrink it too much? Yep. Okay, so that's killing the asteroids and something good. Boom. Oh, look at that. It even emitted them. Didn't randomize their pattern, but it emitted them. Oh yeah. Oh, typos are totally allowed in this stream, man. Don't worry about it. Okay. So that's fine. And they destroyed me there, that's good. Seem to have lost control. Interesting. Okay, my mover's not working correctly on my shots. Should be moving to the correct layer, it's not right now. Oh, come on. Correct. Welcome back. Okay, so that's good. Just gonna test to make sure that is working. Okay. That's why. This is what happens when you're testing and you don't rewind all the way back to your pause state. You lose all your logic control. So you literally have to put everything on like batteries and stuff. Quite annoying, I gotta admit. Alright. Because I don't know how to like undo that. It's already active right now. It's like, if I could have this always being pushed, but I can't. So all I'll do is put a battery, I guess. And then that way they're always being pushed no matter what. I'm probably gonna have to do the same for the asteroids, but that's fine for now. Oh my goodness. What's going on? Just gonna have to slow this down. I should be working. Unless this gyroscope is totally messing everything up now. I'm gonna turn stabilize off on these, I think. You need to make sure stabilize is turned off. Okay, that would be one issue. But that wouldn't cause it to not move to layers. I don't know why it's not moving to the correct layer. That's good. So I'll change its layer again. It was not even 10 minutes ago on the stream that this was working no problem at all, and now it's not working anymore. don't know. It doesn't even work now. Hey. So I'll just delete this gyroscope for the time being and... Yeah, I don't know, guys. Sorry. I could do that one trick where I put the randomizer on, I guess. Don't know why I'd have to do that, though. I shouldn't have to do that. It's stupid. Alright, let's put you back here. No, the issue is that this thing is already fired, and for whatever reason it's not doing what it's supposed to do now. Like, this shot right here, sorry, should end up on layer 4 when I unpause the level, because it has a battery on it, right? See, it's on layer 4, it should be on layer 4. Which was working fine not long ago on the stream. And then when I push it back here, it should, like I deselected it, it should just come all the way up to the front. Okay. Well, it's working now, I don't know. I guess I just have to go and readjust the variables again. For some reason they stopped working. Who knows? But that's correct now. Okay, so layer 4, yes. That all warped okay, so great. Oh yeah, I want to change my shot speed back. So now I'm capturing this object before it's moved its space. So everything should be good and happy. That seems like it's out of the way. Good. Alright. Okay, I gotta move out of the way or these are gonna hit me. Oh, multiple spawns of the ship for some reason. Okay. And then no despawn of the ship there. And I've already tried to account for that. We'll deal with that later. I just want to shoot a shot on an angle. Okay, so that seems good. Nope. So the gyroscope, I think I... Oh yeah, I deleted the gyroscope. Great. One step forward, 2 steps back. Great. So the gyroscope goes on your base to keep the correct orientation. Just to be safe, I'm gonna copy it over again. You have to delete the old one until I enable dynamic thermometer. Okay, that's looking good. Yep, great. Okay, so the shot is working fine, and so is my ship death. Alright, so now we can delete these guys and test the asteroid spawn. Alright, this is a little less chaotic now. Okay, so there's a slight delay teleporting over. I think I know the issue with the asteroids spawning the way they just spawned. I'm pretty sure when I shoot this asteroid, the asteroids are going to go in the same direction again. And my shot is killing the asteroids as well. Just gonna make sure my shot wasn't wrapping around and killing them. The other, that means the other thing I need to do is when my shot hits something or does damage to something, it needs to die itself as well and not keep traveling. So those guys aren't even wrapping correctly. Lovely. So this is going to be basically all emitter problems this whole video, most likely. It sucks. Gotta rewind everything or else I'll get everything out of sync again. Okay. So the way to test this is I'm just going to take my dummy shot and put it in the same path as the other asteroid, the big asteroid. And then we can test to see what's really happening here. Okay, great. So they're not, again, they're not moving to the correct layer. Everything was out of sync, so vice versa, I need to do the same to these now, unfortunately. It's one of the less redeeming qualities of Little Big Planet right here that you're witnessing. Yeah, knowing is a pretty big aspect. The most frustrating thing is not knowing, and this game is really good at not letting you know how certain things don't work, especially in Little Big Planet 3. There's, like, if I go into the menu, for example, when it opens, and I go to, let's say, sine wave generator, right? I'm like, oh, it emits a sine wave. That's it. You know, like, no other information other than that. It's some pretty important information in there, because when you open this thing up, you got all these different variables, right? And, you know, I don't know. So I know the tutorials are there to show you how to use them, but I think verbal explanation is much more appropriate. Yeah, I might have to do that, Rice Ball, because I did hook a battery up before. Like, a battery should be the same, because it's a constant high. It's the same as, unless it needs the one shot to actually travel out. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to put the battery in, because I'm going to need a battery if I'm going to drive a randomizer anyways, right? So, let's try that first. Okay, and I'll just test it by dropping it back. Yeah, I can show you how the speed sensor works, and actually, yeah, give me a second here. I just want to get this working. Okay, so maybe you're right, man. I just struggled with this though because yeah, I'll quickly go over the speed sensor, and then I'll make something later with the speed sensor. Not probably this stream though. But it's just this one right here. And the nice thing about the speed sensor is, so like if I ever go over the speed of 25 in any direction, up, down, left, or right, or horizontal or diagonal, then this will turn on. That's all it does, right? But the nice thing about that is that you can do up, down only, left, right only, but specific directions. So that's very, very handy for momentum or gravity-based sort of games where you want to simulate a gravity. It's actually sort of a neat idea to apply this kind of thing. So yeah, that's how it works. Alright, where was I? Okay, so I'm going to hook up the randomizer, I guess, and do it that way. I guess the other option is to put a timer, you know, that would be the other option, eh? And just have it go to 0.1 second and then reset itself and then drive its output to everything you need. Alright, like this. Because these are all definitely set up to go to the correct layer. And I have disabled internet movement on my movers to not screw with that. Yeah, that's why, so that's why I'm, like, for example, with my shot, it's not the same thing, but I know how fast my shot's going. I need to know how fast my shot's going. If I just emitted it at a certain speed, I don't know, it's just there's a lot of variable. You need to be controlling the shot speed itself, Little Big Planet 1 and 2, so it all depends on how you're throwing it or how it's being, you know, forced. Alright, and then run the battery into that, I guess. Alright, so that's firing good. Really? Like, really? Jeez. Oh, that's so much for that, eh? This is so silly. Alright. I'm pretty certain these are not messing with it. Is that 100%? Oh, wow. Really? Sorry. Wow. I feel a bit dumb seeing that. What was I thinking? Does that mean I've done the same for this as well too? Like 2.6, oh my god, do you know how long that would take to get across the screen? Yeah, Little Big Planet 1 and 2. Riceball knows his stuff. He definitely knows what he's talking about. Okay, good. Noticed another issue is that this asteroid is not destroying its control base when it dies from the shot, which is interesting. Oh. Yeah, no, that's right. It's not dying. Just want to make sure I'm running a delay from this. Okay, I'm not running a delay, that's why. So it was the same issue with these asteroids that I had. Oops, wrong one. Oh, I didn't run a timer. Seriously? Okay, well I should have a timer on this that's delayed before it actually kills this unit. It should kill the base before it kills the main unit. I don't know why it's not doing that, so I'm gonna adjust that real quick. That's the problem. So when this fires, there should be a delay before this one turns on. Good old timer. Yeah, 0.2 seconds is fine. Oh, inherent is the other problem here. I need to plan these out a bit more. Okay. I need to latch that though, that's the other problem. So I need to toggle it. It's getting a bit messy. And for good measure, I'll run this over to the other one too. Great, so when I destroy this asteroid, I'm going to toggle that toggle switch with the X on it right there. That should be connected to my timer. There we go. And that's going to trigger both destroyers, and then this destroyer will be triggered 0.2 seconds later. And then we'll just sort of copy the same thing over to the big asteroid. So we'll just select all things, holding R2. And right thumbstick in, and boom. Yeah, this is on the PS3. Welcome to the stream, the Beast. Oops. Actually, I don't need that destroyer. I do need the destroyer that's on that chip for the actual control block, which I deleted. Oh no, there it is. Shit. And I also need to connect that to the emitter that emits the other two asteroids. There we go. It's a bit of a lag on the comments in the video, sorry about that. Can't do anything. You have the PS4 racing ball? Okay, just gonna make sure this is good. Good. Seemed like something weird's going on in that corner when it's teleporting here. Just want to see for a second. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's not deactivating the sprite. That's the one thing it's not doing. It's really the only game to play on the PS3, isn't it? I don't think of any other game that I can think of that I'd want to play. Okay, I'm not hiding my sprite like I should. I'm gonna have to look at that later. So I'll just make sure my shot's spawning correctly. I'm probably gonna have to add that that timer device to the shot as well, so it's constantly firing all the time. That's the other hope, is that with some of these we can make some games to actually play in Little Big Planet. I want to make some speedrunning games that actually challenge people. Okay, and then we'll delete this shot as well, assuming that it works fine. Alright, simple, simple. Shot lifetime is a bit too long. I'd probably make that a bit shorter. Obviously the camera's gonna get zoomed out, it's way too close. Good, and the asteroid that spawned there, and it does destroy me. I need to add an actual destruction animation for when it hits the ship, but when I lose control I know it's dead. Which it's dead, so there's another issue right there. It's sitting dead but it's not respawning. Interesting. I'd say that's pretty... we're getting really close after seeing that. And then when I get off stream, when I end this stream later tonight, I'll test the dynamic thermometer, so I don't have to do all this rewinding for the streams in the future. It would certainly save my patience. It's a bit of a burnout, really. Okay, so I just need to copy this object and then rename it Asteroid 2, but then also make sure that this is set up correctly. I don't think this was firing... so that is correct. New pick each time. Good, okay. because I will need to adjust this shot and add a lifetime for it as well, or have it destroy when it hits another object. So that's the next thing. Let's see, I've had an idea for a level that's infinite side-scrolling platformer where each player that takes a turn running through after somebody dies, but never made it since platformers are hard for me to make. Okay, that was actually what I'm thinking about doing, was a sort of a Mario clone for the next one, or a Mega Man thing, because I did start Mega Man videos, I just never finished them. Okay, so this is now set up correctly to fire when I unpause it. I can only fire this once, that's the tricky thing with this. So this has to fire on its spawn, or it's going to choose a weird direction, or it'll choose the same direction as the other asteroid, which is what it was doing before. Okay. Good, alright. So that's great. So I'll just change the tags in this one again, like I did before, and the follower. And now I've lost medium 1, which is good. I want to lose medium 1, because that means there's no tags that exist that have medium 1 on it, which was causing me issues before. Sweet. Alright, so when I unpause, they should both go in different directions, like good little asteroids should. Oh yeah, that one's just ripping. I got died for some reason. No, rice and ball, I appreciate, or I keep saying rice and ball, I mean to say rice ball and ramen. I appreciate you dropping some of those ideas in the chat, because that will be driving my future videos and what I want to build. I'm going to be building things whether people watch this or not, so, you know, because I'm so bored of all the video games out there. I figure I can make things I actually want to play. Okay, we're now rotating. Right. So those, as far as I'm concerned, are set up correctly. It's a pretty cool song. Alright, so we'll just recapture them. Okay, I think everything is now set up correct for me to test that now. So we'll just delete these items. Now, does anybody actually watch Twitch on here, out of curiosity? Okay, they didn't choose different directions, so that's gonna be a problem. Killed my ship, good. I'm gonna put a destroyer on the ship just to... Oh, there's the problem. Huh. Interesting song. That's something they added in Little Big Planet 3, where you could actually go to the outbound connections. You could never do that in the other one. Alright, this will fix that ship issue I've been having. Okay. It's just, YouTube's going through some pretty big changes right now, so... But I've been thinking about, you know, my engagement on here as opposed to my engagement on there. So if I ever do a switch over, I'll make sure to let you guys know. Okay. And of course I've made a big mistake by editing something and not rewinding. Stupid. So Because I have no way of getting those items out of the emitter without re-emitting them again, right? And I don't want to ruin my timing. Yeah, I didn't like. I was thinking about a platformer, like an infinite scrolling platformer as well, but just not 4-player. I think the fact that you're sort of watching the other person fail and like it's basically like whoever the better player is that can get over that hurdle that was like randomized to next. So I actually sort of dig that idea. Let me know if the stream's lagging at all for anybody too as well. This is around the hour mark, so yeah. Okay, so I want to delete this. We're just fixing some things up right now so I don't forget them later. Okay, so now I want to figure out why these guys were not randomizing their pattern. So when I unpause, they should totally randomize. I was right. Okay. So now I'll just test it by emitting them out of the... like, I'll just kill this thing right away. Well, it's gonna die when the shot hits it anyways, right? So... doesn't help when the shot keeps going, I guess. Slow this down a bit. So they seem to be choosing the exact same direction each time. But they have two totally different randomizers in them. And there's no independent, like, remote controls that are controlling those items. So again, just I'll unpause it and both asteroids will go in the same angle. Oh, that looked different that time, actually, I have to admit. But now I have the issue where the shot's not dying, so I need to deal with that because I can't have that happening. Alright. Okay, so when this guy hits an asteroid, I'm gonna have to put an independent key on all these asteroids now. The randomizer creates a pattern to pick from and isn't actually random. Maybe they have the same pattern since the object is copied and pasted. You're 100% correct, it's copied and pasted, but I have it set to don't choose the same one every time, so like is it basically like the seed is the same in each one? I guess you understand what I mean by seed is like it's gonna generate the same RNG no matter what because they have the same seed. I gotta put this silly thing in here now. Jeez, I'll call this shot damage. Shot damage. Shot kill. Alright, so when it sees shot kill, it'll kill itself. Excellent. Excellent. Alright, let's test it. Oops. Oh, and I've made the mistake again of doing all those changes and not emitting my asteroids. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to test this part here. So you can see that this is actually working and the shot dies, and that's it for the stream, I think, for now. And then I'm going to try and suss some things out here. Okay, as you can see, again, they've chosen the same path, but we can pause this and... like, those are working fine, but... I guess we can totally confirm this, because there's 6 options it has to choose from. Sorry. So, if these these followers have the same one active, then you are 100% correct. Yeah, it's the same one. This one. There's 6 of them to choose from, and they're all wired up correctly. So, this is what I mean by seed those, because when they spawn, that fires. They have to choose a direction no matter what. Now, if we had the other ones out, I guess, before I rewound and everything, this is why the rewinding thing is so annoying and obnoxious, and that's why I'm probably gonna just sort of, I'll just keep rewinding until you see it. But the ones that I had up here in the top left, if those are in the same state, then that just simply means I'm not firing the randomizer when they spawn. So how do I create an event so when the big asteroid dies and I spawn the new asteroids, they know to choose a whole new randomized event, not just based upon the fact that I've set up a timer to count up when they spawn. That's not reliable. And obviously you helped resolve the one issue of doing the, either using the randomizer or the timer in a repeating sort of fashion, right? This is like at least 6 or 7 rewinds here. So, anyways, I'll just leave it at that for now, but, you know, using this toggle to actually toggle my deaths guarantees that my control block will die, which was not happening before due to lag issues, so that's been one issue resolved. We now have a shot hopefully dying when it hits it. I'll test that, sorry, I meant to test that, sorry. I'm jumping ahead of myself here, so I can still test that and then I can call it a stream. But hopefully somebody maybe is able to answer my question in chat regarding that issue with spawning them. What I think I'm going to do is when the big asteroid dies, I'll just have like a key fire or something like that. Oh, so the shot literally died. Use an AND gate with one of its inputs being set to a toggle on, and the other input being another AND gate. Okay, I think I get what you mean. Like, I'm certainly digging the idea of just driving something over and over again, but now what's happening is my shot's dying, so I need to... Okay. Interesting. Did I not set this correct? Oh, what the heck? Oh, because I rewound all that shit. Oh man. Alright, shot kill, sorry. Yeah, definitely gonna end the stream after this, sorry guys. Oops. Asteroid's supposed to have a blue key, shot kill again. I know I'm doing the same thing, but hey, you get to learn with me. Alright, shot kill. Good. If you ever grab a wire and you don't want to just hit the circle and it'll drop it back where you picked it up from? Okay, let's test this now. Okay, so the shot died. It didn't continue through the other asteroids. Again, the asteroids are still choosing the same randomized path, but their teleportation isn't messing with each other and they're staying the correct spacing, so that's good. Yeah. And then I'll work on this. I'll see if I can find a spawn solution that you're sort of referring to with the AND gates and the toggle. I sort of like that idea. Because again, when I spawn my asteroids, I don't want them to be you know, always constantly changing direction, right? So I definitely need to have just a one-shot fire from that spawn. Now the other trick I've learned in the past is that you could always, like, you know how I'm sort of triggering this death last with a delay? What I could do is that when this death happens, I actually run I have a key connected to here. So I'm spawning the items on the control block, and then I'm activating another key that's connected onto my sprite that dies after the control block. And so when that key fires, it has those sensors on the actual asteroids that have just spawned, and they see that this key fire, and then they choose their direction. So that would be another solution to that problem. So yeah, but so far as I can tell, we're pretty good right now. Again, thanks to everybody who came into the stream. Riceball, Little Big Planet 1 and 2 and 3, Minecraft Modder, The Beast. That's the first time I've seen another new face around here, The Beast. Appreciate that. And Riceball, if you could do me one favor before this as well, is could you just message me your PSN? My PSN is this. I'll type it in chat, but I don't know if it helps. So you can add me, but I don't know if it's gonna show up or not. So alright, so I'll wait a second here and see if anybody has any questions. But I'm gonna keep rewinding until I get my asteroids back, and that's how she goes. Yeah, this would be really great if somebody could provide also like a trick onto how to do multiple rewinds without having to do them one by one. There should be a way for you to send me a message on YouTube. I thought there was a way of sending messages on YouTube. I could be wrong. It gives me no options when I click on your name in chat, unfortunately. Oh, here we go. See you later, Little Big Planet 1, 2, and 3. I'm ending the stream, so appreciate you dropping around, man. Have a good night. Yeah, Riceball, I'll look into the messaging, but just add me just send me a message to say, hey, it's Riceball and Ramen from YouTube on the PSN to my DEFCON 01. And again, I'll make another video with my account information on it if people actually want to join me for these streams in the future, because I'm gonna be making some games that we're gonna all want to play. So again, I'll just call it here. Thanks so much for watching, and take care, guys. Cheers. Cheers, bro. Have a good night. Again, thanks for all the advice and the ideas. And you'll be getting